Hey everybody, this is Cosmo Lanier. This is my very first movie review. Um, Many people have asked me about doing a YouTube element, so now I'm finally ready for that. I will be doing movie reviews and writing how I feel about it, writing a movie review. On my Facebook is the longer one, the full detailed one, and on my Instagram, that is the more precise one because Instagram you can only write so much. But also, I'm gonna do a YouTube page, and if you guys want a specific movie that might have came out, I'm gonna try to do a lot of current stuff or anything that I see. I'm gonna try to do a movie review on it or write something on it. But if there's something specific that you had an idea or wanted to know about and I didn't do it, just send me a direct message, hit me up, let me know, and I'll watch it and I'll give you a good, honest review for it. If you hear anything in the background, that's my turtle, Simba. She's a little frisky, a little energetic, you might say. So if you hear any weird rocks in the background, that's just my Simba. That's just my turtle Simba. Ignore her. But anywho, let's start it off. We are doing Those Who Wish Me Dead. That is a new movie, came out on May, what day was that? I want to say May 16th. No, May 14th. Anywho, it just came out. Pretty much HBO Max and Warner Brothers did a deal, which is Warner Brothers is over HBO Max. This is a little inside trading pretty much. But anywho, Warner Brothers did their whole movie slate to go to HBO Max for the entire year and had to help boost up HBO Max subscribers. So a lot of the time, I will say, majority of these movies that have been hitting straight to HBO Max have been really good. I've enjoyed quite a number of them. It's usually one, I'm pretty sure it's one every month or one every 2 to 3 weeks, because I think some months might have had two. But anywho, there's been a lot of promotion, like Mortal Kombat got a lot of promotion. Mostly all of them have gotten a lot of promotion, but this one, not so much. This one, it kind of felt like, you know what, all right, we're throwing this one in the middle of May because we got Mortal Kombat over here at the end of April, and we got Suicide Squad and this one later down in the summertime. So let's just throw this one in here because there's nothing really going on at this time around. So they didn't give it no love, pretty much, and it makes a lot of sense why. After watching the movie, I had the same feeling of when I watched the trailer. What is this movie about? I have no clue. It's literally like they took the title, Those Who Wish Me Dead. I have to make sure it's right. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Yes, Those Who Wish Me Dead. See how I constantly have to say it just because I don't even remember the title because of how lackluster it is. But they want Those Who Wish Me Dead. So it was like they got the title and they said, you know what? We got a whole bunch of money. I can get Angelina Jolie and I can get I might can get a cameo from Tyler Perry. What's the guy? The name? He was in the X-Men movie. Hope. I can get him. And then all these, actors that are well known, and it's like, so they had all these actors that are well known. They had a title. Okay, let's just blend something together. Let's just throw something together to make it make sense to go with the title. And that's literally how the movie comes off. So pretty much the synopsis of the movie is this accountant happened to stumble on, see some things, some counting numbers, I guess from these bad people. I guess he just got all that by doing the accounting. I guess he was working with this other guy who's already underneath U.S. Marshals because he's already went to the police about it. But you never see U.S. Marshals in the beginning of the movie. But you see these two assassins, Jake Gyllenhaal and Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult, you might know, he played Beast in X-Men World Class. But you have these two assassins. They go and take out this guy and they explode his house. This is in Jacksonville, mind you, Jacksonville, Florida. So anywho, this accountant guy, he's getting ready, he's getting his son ready for school, and they're having this conversation. He just happened to be watching the news, and I'm pretty sure he's not in, anywhere near, but let's just say he is. Let's just say he's in Florida as well. They happen to watch the news. He sees that this house blows up, and it's staged as like, a gas leak or whatever, but he just happens to know, like, oh no, those are the guys. Those are the bad people. They obviously are sending assassins to get me. Like, man, you were very, like, are you an X-Men? Because you got a lot of foresight and a lot of, you just know. So immediately is like panicking, like, oh my God, they killed, oh boy, he killed my partner. They're gonna come for me. So literally, he's on the way taking his son to school, and then he just freaks out, and then says, "No, what? We gotta go." And just freaks out, and his son is like, what the heck is going on? Mind you, if I'm being vague in any of this, this is literally how it starts, and this is literally how vague it is in the movie. But so anywho, but if you were in danger, wouldn't you just immediately go somewhere? Would you immediately go to the police? Wouldn't you immediately go to safety? Why would you even entertain the idea of going to school? But when he was dropping his son off at school, everybody he saw, he thought it was an assassin, so he just spazzed out. So he immediately starts racing through the street and takes off. Son's like, what's going on? His son, Connor and him, and the dad, I forgot the dad's name, but we'll just go with the dad. He goes and he calls his brother. His brother is John Bernthal, who we might know. He plays Shane in The Walking Dead. John Bernthal, if you watch any of the movies, he's also the Punisher. He plays a lot of badasses. He plays a lot of, you don't want to mess with him. He's not the one. He was in Fury. He's in a lot of movies, in a lot of TV shows, but he always plays that badass character, not somebody you want to mess with. He's nice with the hands. He's nice with the pistols. You don't want to mess with him. So he has a track record of those type in those movies. So immediately when you see his brother in the movie, or that he's going to be in this movie, I was like, okay. And then you find out that's his brother. I was like, okay. So now you're getting an idea of this movie. Like, okay, it's just not so bad. Because he's telling the kid, like, the kid is like, oh, we're gonna go to the cops. He's like, no, they have the cops on lock. We're gonna go to my brother, which his brother lives in Montana. You know what? C'est la vie. I personally might have went to the feds, but he says the feds are compromised. C'est la vie. Or the U.S. Marshals are compromised. So he calls his brother. His brother lives in Montana, and he has a wife. His wife is also 6 months pregnant. Mind you, also who lives in this town, insert Angelina Jolie. She's a smoke jumper. Smoke jumpers, if you don't know, they fight wildfires. She is recently going through a lot. She's having a lot of PTSD. She has a lot of struggles because her last big fire, she's like one of the crew captains. The fire went out of control. I guess she told them one direction that the wind might be going, and it ended up turning, and the wind pretty much had the fire turn on her coworkers. So it killed a couple of her coworkers, and then she saw these three brothers, younger brothers, like all like from 9 to I want to say like 15. So 3 younger people, and she saw them get burnt alive. So it's pretty horrific stuff she saw. So she's pretty much out of it. She's doing, crazy stuff to get her adrenaline pumping. She's clearly not all there. She's going through some stuff. Which, how does that relate to the guy, the accountant? You'll see. Like I said, they just threw a whole bunch of stuff together to try to make it work to fit the title. They come, he's on his way, he calls his brother knows about it. He's on the way to see his brother in Montana. You got Angelina Jolie, who is now stationed at a tower in the middle of the woods just to keep a track of any wildfires, if so, to let her crew know, hey, there's a wildfire starting in such and such, the wind might be going such and such. She's a good survival expert on top of that, wilderness expert on top of that, so you could throw her in the woods. And realistically, she got thrown out there because she's very unstable and she needs to get her mind right. So she's in the middle of the woods. You got these 2 assassin brothers who every time I just kept seeing this guy, all I kept seeing was beast. He's gonna turn into beast any moment, but he didn't turn into beast. So you got these 2 assassins, and you got the accountant and his son on his way to his brother, and there you go. That sets up some of the pretty much the movie. Well, no, that's, if you would think that was the movie right there, no. The movie is now they get to Montana. The assassins get to Montana, even though I'm pretty sure they left from the same place, but they get to Montana way before them, know where the car they're driving, know everything that they're doing, and are waiting for them to ambush them. Like, wow, that's this coincidental that they just got there so quickly and got there way before time. So they get there, they ambush them, some things happen, and the brothers just start going crazy. They're killing pedestrians, they're killing whoever. So it gets messy. So a huge accident happens. prior to that, the dad tells the son, hey, here's a piece of paper, hold the information and only give it to somebody that you can trust. And when they get to somebody you can trust, I guess call the news, give it to, the public, give it to the press so it can get out there. So, but only give it to somebody you can trust. Cool. So the son has this information, some things happen. Anywho, now the assassins who are now, because an accident happens, and now the little boy and his father in the woods. Well, the little boy's in the woods. He has this information. Now these assassins start killing random people that saw their face. They get away. They think they've accomplished the job. They didn't accomplish the job. They meet up with Tyler Perry at a hangar. What? What'd you say? I said, yeah, they met up with Tyler Perry, who plays Arthur. And it doesn't really say what happens. They just have a very fluid, not fluid, cryptic, oh, well, you need to do this and this and that. But pretty much in a long story short, he gave them this, he has this cryptic conversation with them about anything is necessary. If this information gets out, it's going to be bad. But at the end of the day, we all have contingency plans. At the end of the day, we're all good, Like he pretty much has said, like, get the job done by any means necessary. But if you don't, it's going to be bad. But like he wasn't making it seem like a big deal. He's making it seem like it's a big deal. But if it happens, it happens. Like, we'll be all right regardless. But do everything possible to make sure you kill. And he's like, telling the assassins this. And they're like, well, it can get messy. I don't care. So they impersonate FBI agents. They never said that they were FBI agents. They don't even allude. They get some suits and they pretend to be FBI agents. Now, do you think you see Tyler Perry anymore in this movie? Do you think Tyler Perry's character is explained anymore in this movie? Do you think anything at all? No. Tyler Perry is never seen in this movie ever again. What was the reason, as my daughter would say? Please tell me. Why was he in the movie? Makes no sense. Whatever. Let's keep moving. So now, Angelina Jolie, some things happen where electric storm happens. So she's trying to get off the tower, and in doing so, she gets electrocuted. On top of that, she falls, going down rope, she falls off the roof of this tower. Talk about having a rough day. Got electrocuted, and on top of that, fell off the roof. So she's pretty jacked up. So she's making her way to a creek to wash up and get herself together. In doing so, she sees this little boy. Random. So now this little boy and her link up, they have their exchange. And it doesn't take long until them meeting up. Mind you, this movie's pretty short as well. So there's no real character development. This movie's not even 2 hours. So everything is just hitting. So it's like, okay, am I supposed to have any backstory to these people? Any investment to these people? Because you don't. So they meet up. She's friends with this little boy now. Miraculously, it only took 10 hours. 10 minutes. Not even 10 hours. Literally, she met him in the afternoon, and by nighttime, which might have been 3 hours, they were best buds. So he ends up showing her this piece of paper. Also, we never find out what's on this piece of paper. We never find out what the accountant knew. We never find out all this. What is all this that these people are killing all these people for? We never find none of this out. Also annoying. So now we go back to the assassins. They're trying to find the little boy. They're impersonating the officer. They know that John Bernthal, aka Shane, is Ethan. So they know Ethan is the brothers with the accountant. So they go to Ethan's house, which they see his wife. His wife is 6 months pregnant, which the wife is a badass. She's over there kicking butt and taking names, 6 months pregnant. I won't say any further, but she's kicking butt, 6 months pregnant, because it looks real bad for her, but she redeems herself. She's over there. They're interrogating her, pretty much making all these threats. They'll kill her, they'll kill the baby, She ends up getting Shane over there. Ethan. He comes over there. He ends up getting taken hostage because this is not Shane. This is not any of his characters. This is not the Punisher. This is your regular male cop, which you think, okay, he's still a badass. Nope, he's not. he is, and then he even has a scene where he always has a little scene where he gets crazy and willing to do the most craziest things, willing to die, he doesn't care, he's willing to do whatever. Has one of those scenes like, oh, okay, this is his character, this is what he does in these movies. Like, he gets really crazy and he does whatever. No, it was he got crazy and then got punched in the face and got sat right back down. Like, he was just straight up humiliation, straight up handled. It was kind of like, damn, why they do him like that? I know I'm everywhere, but this is really how the movie is. Like, I'm kind of going in the flow of how the movie was. So yeah, these two assassins, they set up a huge fire. They put some, start a fire in the Montanan wilderness, which is so stupid. And they say, oh, they'll be dealing with the fire, so we'll have more time. Okay, but you know that the people that you want are in the woods. So why would you start a fire in the woods? So no, the people are gonna have to do it. This is Montana. It's Montana. It's not French. It's regular Montana. It ain't nobody there. What are we talking? Relax. All unnecessary. So they start this huge fire. They're trying to race against time to get these people. All you did was make your life harder. The dumbest assassins, they made them so, oh, go left, oh, doing all this assassin cool stuff. But realistically, you're dumb. As Remy Ma would say, are you dumb? Because it was ridiculous. So they try to go for these people. Angelina Jolie and them end up spotting them from the tower because now they have Shane captive. Spoiler, it's whatever. They have Shane captive. They're using him to find Angelina Jolie. Which they don't know that they're trying to find Angelina Jolie. So now Angelina Jolie is trying to get this boy to safety, but she runs into a fire prior. They have to go back, and then when they're on their way back at the tower, that's when they see Shane and these two assassins. So they know, hey, these are the bad guys. Let's get out of here. So you know what happens again? She falls off the tower a second time, and she gets electrocuted a second time. I said, they must really not like this character. She got electrocuted twice and fell off the roof twice. Like, Jesus. So anywho, they start running, and this is all at the end. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling anything. I promise you, I'm not giving you anything extra. I'm not spoiling anything. This is just the basic stuff, and it makes no sense, and it's just thrown all together. So regardless of the fact, now they're chasing, and this, mind you, this is like the last 20 minutes. All of that other stuff doesn't matter. The last 20 minutes is literally those who wish me dead. They did all of that fluff just so they can get to that last little 20 minutes of the movie, so they can fit it with the title, fit the script with the title. And literally you have that 20 minutes, not even, I'm being generous, not even 20 minutes of them trying to kill her. I mean, the whole movie, they're trying to kill the little boy, but literally where she gets involved, the last 20 minutes, and it's like, okay, so now you got them trying to kill her, and then they're yelling out like, you have no affiliation to this boy, why are you trying to waste your life? There's a whole bunch of nonsense. Mind you, you got Ethan's wife, who's 6 months pregnant. She's over there super, I want to call her Xena, because she's in there riding on horses, 6 months pregnant with a gun. Like, I'm like, man, she's the Punisher. She's the real hero of the story. Coming in there ready to do work. I'm like, man, going straight where the fire is at. So all the other stuff I won't really explain because it's the very ending, but that's pretty much it. You got the accountant, he learns some stuff, he takes his son on the run to meet up with his brother. The assassins chase him. The assassins are messy. They have a random meeting with Tyler Perry that is absolutely pointless. And then they end up finding Shane. They use him, Ethan. They find him to try to find Angelina Jolie, who's with the boy, because they just know these things because they're all X-Men on the low. And then, she sees this piece of paper, and this piece of paper is so magical, has all these things on it that you just know what's all about. Which we never, as the viewer, never know what's on this piece of paper. So I'll cut to the very, very end. The very, very end is awkward. A lot of things happen, a lot of things are said, and they have these weird camera angles where they just like looking at each other. Like, I'm just staring at you, and she's staring at him. I'm staring at you, she's staring at him. We're staring at each other. Are we literally wasting 5 minutes of film to have scenes of close-up scenes of them staring at each other, looking at each other weird? Are you serious? This movie is such a waste of time. I will get better with these reviews, I promise you. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. The movie was everywhere, so my review was everywhere. But honestly, that's just how the movie was. It will be a little bit more structured as I get better, but just know how I talked is what you're gonna see. And you're gonna be like, huh? What? No, that's literally, so just save yourself. If you're bored and you don't want nothing, you don't have nothing to do, have nothing importance, still don't watch it. But yeah, I love Angelina Jolie. She's been in a lot of movies that I love. Angelina Jolie is dope, you know. But if you're really missing Angelina Jolie, go watch Maleficent. Go even watch Maleficent too. Just don't watch this. Leave it alone. Save it. Don't do it. Don't bother. I am sorry. Just don't do it. So, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I want to do something unique, Cosmoism or something unique or something that, you know, my rating system. But I'll think about that. But for right now, we're gonna give it a thumbs down, a no-go. Don't do it to yourself. Don't play yourself. All the above. So, once again, those who wish me dead, don't watch it or you will be dead, sleeping, in a coma. This is boring. Why am I doing this to myself? Don't do it. Please. No, seriously. Don't do it. But thank you again. Check out my page, Cosmo Lanier. Check out my other past reviews. I did a number of them. Check them out on Facebook or Instagram. Cosmo Lanier. Hit up my YouTube page, Cosmo Lanier. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.